Once that thing breaks ground in the 5th year, it grows 90 feet in 6 weeks. Now the question is, when did it really grow? Did it grow in the 6 weeks, or did it grow in the 5 years? See, it grew in the 5 years. I've seen thousands and thousands of people start their businesses here and water and fertilize them for 6 months, 8 months, 12 months, a year, 2 years, only to stop and walk away and have the business die, never knowing what could have happened if they waited for the harvest. If they'd have waited till it broke ground, it could grow 90 feet in 6 weeks. Don't you be one of these people. Don't you be one of these people who quit before you see it. You got to believe it and believe it and believe it, and then you'll finally see it. Every year we say, stand up if you're new, and it warms my heart you're new, but the first thing I think of is, where are these precious people from last year? And they died a death in business because they feel like I got to see stuff in order to believe it. And we parade them up here over and over again, as Sean said, and that's not how it works. You got to believe it and believe it and believe it, because I've seen them all walk away before the thing broke ground. And it grows and grows so fast. You see people that made $30,000 4 years ago, now making $800,000, 90 feet in 6 weeks. Most people like that quit when they couldn't get through 30,000. In fact, people say to me all the time, you know, you and Thawley and Swan and Lonnie and Jack, you all seem different. Right? We are all different. You know what we all have in common? The person who recruited us isn't here. I want you to think about that for a minute. God recruited me, not here. God recruited Thawley, not here. Person who recruited Swan, not here. Person who recruited Linda, isn't here. Person who recruited Monty isn't here. You know what we all have in common of one? We've stayed. We've stayed the course, and we've waited for our harvest. You got to stay. You got to work faster. Amen. Yes or no? Yes. I don't know why I'm preaching. Amen, but amen. Whatever. You got it. There's 2 things you really got to do. The other thing you got to do is fight. You have to be willing to fight for what you want. I don't care what anybody tells you. You eventually have to have a dream. How many of you are here from another country? Okay. Forget WFG. Why'd you come here? Why'd you come to this country? For a dream. For a dream. To get out of a worse place and get to a better place. Dreaming is at the root of doing anything great in your life. Every single great thing comes from a vision. Every single great thing comes from a dream. That's how you even ended up in this country, never mind this business, never mind how you're going to win here. It comes from a dream. You dream. You think big. You get a big vision. You be bold about it. Now, it's interesting, when you look at these dreams and these visions everybody has, how do you get there? You got to fight. When I was a little kid, I had a turning point. This is embarrassing. This is probably child abuse nowadays, but my dad, pretty close, right? And so I came home one day. We lived next door to this guy, Ray. And we lived in these little houses where you have the side entrance of the house, so our porches kind of faced each other. Ray lived over there with Big Ray. I was little Ed living with Big Ed. And I come in the house one day crying. My mom sees me like a good mother. What's wrong, Daddy? I said, Ray beat me up. He hit me a bunch of times in the face and it hurt, Mama. She said, oh, come on, Peter, baby. That's horrible. What is wrong with their family? My dad walks in the room. What the hell's going on here? What are you crying about? Oh, little Ray. What? You mean you came in here crying like that? He said, let me explain something to you. This is a true story. He said, let me explain something to you. You're leaving here right now, and you're not coming back until you've kicked his ass. Direct quote. You're going real early, buddy. People are going to take shots at you, and you better be willing to swing back. Don't you hit first, but you better swing back. Really, Daddy? You picture my little face? Still had the big nose of those days, too. I probably got it when Ray broke it, right? So he goes, I'm serious. Don't you come back in here till you've kicked his, you know what? I said, okay, Dad. I come marching down the stairs, little Eddie. I go walk over, Big Ray answers the door. Oh, Big Ray, My daddy said I can come over here and beat up Ray Ray or I can't come home. Big Ray goes, let's get it on. Ray Ray, get over here! I'm not kidding you. I just got chills. This is so true. I'm like, okay. So we go down to their driveway. He's got his car there where he worked on it every day. Big oil slick there. Ray Ray gets there. Little Eddie gets there. Go! And we just start mixing it up. Luckily, I got the better of little Ray Ray. Got the better of him. Kind of whooped his little tail there for a second. Never hit anybody in my life. It was awesome. Boom, boom, boom. You know, and finally, Big Ray goes, all right, that's enough of that stuff. And I start to walk back to the house. Guess who's on my porch over here? Big Ed. Kind of gives me the nod. All you guys with sons know what I'm talking about. Kind of cool to see that. You don't want to admit it, kind of cool, right? So I come walking back in. All he does, pats me on the head, says, all right, let's get some dinner. That was the end of it. Now, my wife made me promise to tell you, I was 7, Ray Ray was 4. I don't think that. Hold up. I don't even know why that's relevant. Kick his butt. Alright? Now, but it does make a point. Let me use that for a second. We tend to exaggerate our obstacles. We tend to make them a bigger boogeyman than they really are. I could have kicked Ray Ray's butt the whole damn time, but I didn't know it. Most of you can be kicking tail in this business and you don't know it. You got to be willing to fight. And you're going to have, and hey, listen, I have a lot of time. Listen to me. You're going to have a lot of Ray Rays in your business life. Someone doesn't show up to the meeting, you got to go, Ray Ray. Someone cancels your one-on-one, Ray Ray. Someone quits your team, Ray Ray, right? Someone tells you crazy to do this, Ray Ray. Don't pass the exam, Ray Ray. But the whole time you can kick this little monster's butt if you need to. You take it for what it is. You're supposed to be Ray Rays in your life. You're supposed to fight. You're supposed to swing back. You're supposed to win. You're supposed to also be unreasonable. Unreasonable people rule the world. Reasonable people work for reasonable people. Be a little bit crazy. These haters get on you. Frank Sinatra said once, he said, hey, the best revenge, massive success. You want to get revenge, get massive success. The other thing you got to do is you got to change the way you think. The same thinking and energy that got you in your current situation will not get you out of it. I don't care if it's a bleak situation or even if you're winning here and you just got promoted to CEO. The same energy, the same thinking will not get you EVC. More energy, bigger thinking, better leadership, serve your people more, as leaders have said here today. You've got to change the way you think. One of the things I've learned over time is how I've thought about the business. And one thing I've come to believe, and I mean this deeply, is that I believe that people say, I wish I could talk like some of these folks. If I could just influence them. Words very rarely influence people. It's how they make you feel. A really good speaker, they may have pretty good words, but it's how they just make you feel. When you talk to somebody one-on-one, it's how they make you feel. And the people that move you in your life are givers. If you really want to win here, if you really want to do something great, you got to get into the giving business. You got to get into the giving business. See, take it off of you from it. There's no pressure on you. You're in the gift-giving business. You're in the gift-giving business of giving people a shot to win in their life, a shot to get financially independent. All those awards last night, the other families say, we're givers. You got to believe that giving is the best communication. The best way to communicate with people is giving. What you do speaks so loudly, people can't hear anything you say anyway. Give to them. Give them your heart. When they join your team, give them your belief. Give them your system. Give them your guidance. Give them your time. Give them, and eventually there's a harvest. Eventually there's a payoff for being a giver. Do you agree with that, yes or no? I mean, I want you, the next time you see a prospect, someone in your market, you get a little bit nervous, you think, I just want to give them a shot. If they reject, not rejecting me, they're rejecting the chance. You get a client, I'm going to give this family a chance to get financially independent. You make a phone call, I'm going to give them a chance to come to the meeting. I can just give them a chance. All I can do is give. And if you give and give and give, you feel better about yourself, your self-esteem grows, your confidence grows, and eventually there's a harvest if you give it up. I want to play a quick video for you, guys back there, that'll prove that. This is a true story about a humble man in a simple place, just 3 minutes long. I think it's going to get you. And it's just about the quiet acts of kindness that change the world, ultimately shape your life. True story here about this little boy and this young man and the man who helped him. See if we can play that video, guys. Watch the subtitles, but it's not in English. If we can play that.